hole.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Henny, how's that ball lying? It's tough to see from here.
Oh, they got so unlucky here, just off the fairway, but not sitting nicely. Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Well played, mate. Scorecard filled with threes never hurts. Good putt to make this. Oh, that's too bad. Just didn't drop. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. He's currently tied for 14th. Let's see what happens here at the third hole. Attaboy, good shot. Henny, what's the player facing here?
Setting up here from about 150 yards.
Handy effort, that one. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
Yeah, he just made bogey on that last one. Clubbing up, smart. Got to control it, though. Let's see.
Yeah, good mid-range putt, this one. Right on 17 feet. Looking really good, this one. That's the way to bounce back. Good way to make up for the bogey at the last. Here we are at the fourth hole.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Looks to be going with the 5-iron. That's not the shot they're after.
And looking for the fade, but finding the straight shot. Not good.
Well, Rich, from where I'm sitting, this looks makeable. Do you agree?
Look, I got to say, I'm really not liking their chances here, but you never know. Stranger things have happened.
Our leader is enjoying a 3-stroke advantage. We have a par 5 at this one. That drive heading straight towards the cut stuff. Henny, how bad is this lie?
This is like a bad lie with a bit of grilled bad lie on top, sprinkled with dashings of bad lie.
That's tidy. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 185 yards.
Well, let's hope this one draws a good lie, because it's not going to be on the fairway. Ooh, that almost went down. A chance to save the par if he can make this one. That gets the job done. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
Trailing by 6 shots after that hole. 2 great shots are required here because this hole is a long par 4.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot, you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
This one's for birdie.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Just 3 feet to the cup. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. And a par 4 awaits at this next hole. And Henny, what's he looking at here?
He's setting up here from about 115 yards.
choosing the 9-iron here. It's fair to say that wasn't their best shot.
Well, they wanted to hit the fade, and unfortunately, they didn't.
That's a well-played chip shot there.
Judging it beautifully.
So no change on the leaderboard for this player after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one.
Yeah, the wind's really starting to blow, but that didn't faze them.
Harold Varner III setting up his next shot. And back to the course with the live action. Trying to get to 1 under here with this putt.
This is on a great line.
Putting for a par here. Trailing by 7 after that hole. And now we find ourselves with a par 4 here. And what are we looking at here, Henny?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Going with the 8-iron here. Okay, not the best result, but a chance to get up and down.
Looking for the draw, but not finding it.
Okay, let's get back to the action. Playing this shot from the sand. Oh, almost went in. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Solid little par putt here.
And as we turn for home, Rich, always a good chance to reflect on the halfway stage of this round.
Well, it's been great watching this player get the best of their rival, but still a long way to go until the end of this tournament. Let's see how it shakes out.
And Henny, what kind of a shot are they facing this time?
Oh, the breeze has just got up. You see where the flags are flickering, and it's straight back up into this player.
Just hoping for an outcome now. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot.
Well, definitely the wind had to have gotten a hold of that one.
That's a touch of class.
Yes, very smooth tempo there on that chip.
Teeing off here at the 11th. Oh my, that was launched. Got a bit out of shape. This one shouldn't find the cut stuff. Getting ready to play their third. Chance to get 1 under the card with this putt. Ooh. Par putt coming up here. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Now teeing off on the 12th hole.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, you're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
That was wonderfully done. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
This breeze just starting to blow, but it's a helpful breeze. It's one that you like. Got to club down a little bit.
Yeah, that was a safe play. And now heading over to Harold Varner III.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Let's get back to it, shall we? What's in front of them, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
Go in. Terrific roll. It even had a chance. He's in a share of 12th place. It's time to take a look at this 13th hole.
Luke, I've never seen a green in golf repel more golf balls than the 13th here at Innisbrook. It's like it's made out of Gore-Tex. Golf balls just don't stay on it. It is really one of the hardest shots at this Innisbrook golf course.
That wasn't their best approach, Beamer.
Wind is absolutely swirling in this part of the golf course.
All these are bonuses. This putt's from about 18 feet.
This for par.
Well, that looked good for a long way. Our work here is done. Let's head to the next hole. Why don't we catch up with the V-man, Harold Varner III.
He's just coming off a drop shot on that last hole.
And that's a little disappointing, dropping some spots on the leaderboard. A chance to put last hole's bogey behind them here at this tee.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in two, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The third shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. You find the fairway with your second shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your third in there close.
Sitting at 1 over, trying to break into the top 20. That's a high-quality recovery shot.
Love watching this player around the greens.
Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. We have a par 3 on this one. That got a little out of control, I think.
Missing it short there, they will definitely be upset.
On the green now, but a bit of work left to do here.
Yep, tracking well.
Oh, that's a great save. What an effort.
And to be fair, getting it up and down out of the bunker, albeit that was a pretty simple, straightforward bunker shot.
And after that effort, that's how it looks. He finds himself in a share of 13th. Let's see what happens here at the 16th.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
From around 180 yards out.
Wind's blowing from left to right. Gonna try and hold it against the wind.
Just a little off with the accuracy there. Unable to find the green.
Tried to fade it, just didn't make it happen.
Well, you can hand that sandwich back to the caddy and reach for the putter. This looks good. That gets the job done. And now let's head over to Harold Varner III.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And after that effort, let's take a look at how it stands. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Ooh, I always love these holes. Here we have a par 3.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
Going with a 3-wood here. They're looking to get this one close in hopes of saving par. Wow, that almost went in the hole. Okay, so that finishes that hole. And staying right where they were in today's rankings after that. Well, it's come down to this, the final hole. Welcome to the 18th. Lovely effort, that. Do you like the view from where you're standing, Henny?
Setting up from about 130 yards out.
A quality shot, that.
Already made a few birdies today, and this is another good look.
Ooh, right by the hole. An opportunity to make a par here. And that will do it for this player today. So, 2 rounds in the books, Rich. Not a bad little day's work, I think.
No, and only 2 more to go. Looking forward to seeing what happens over the final 36.
Well, on behalf of myself, Rich B. Pga Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today's coverage of the Valspar Championship is about to begin. Pleased you could join us for this 3rd round action. I'm Luke Elvey with Rich Beam here as we keep an eye on this player who's been trailing in the tournament but has a real opportunity today.
They do. They need to get out there, though, and start firing at some flags. They've been playing very conservative all week long, and you can't continue to do that with any hopes of winning. You have to go ahead and start trying to take advantage of the conditions. Hit it close a few more times. And until they start doing that, I don't see them catching the leaders.
Can't wait to get into the action. Very excited to see how this player fares today. He's currently in a share of 6th. Here we have it. Trying to feed off the eagle and build on that momentum here.
Downhill tee shot. You want to keep your tee shot out to the right as best you can to take out the trees that hug the left-hand side. Green sits well above the player's second shot. They won't see how close they hit it from the fairway.
Playing from around 110 yards out. Opting for the 9-iron. And here we are with the 3rd shot. Well, that's very crafty, isn't it?
Just eyeballing that one, trying to make it.
Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard. Teeing off here at the 3rd hole. Great shot. Penny, what have they got in front of them here?
Yeah, he's looking at maybe a little over 130 to the pin.
Chosen the pitching wedge here. Nicely done. What have they got in front of them here, Henny?
He's paced it, he's read it. It's time. Little 27-footer. Little birdie look in here.
Yeah, I think he pulled that one. Pretty obvious, actually. Yeah, nice to make a mid-range par putt. He finds himself tied for 6th. Teeing off here at the 4th.
This is a challenging par 3, no doubt about it, Luke. This green pitches from right to left and from front to back, making it almost impossible to get it super close unless you have a perfect number into this par 3.
Uh-oh, this one leaking out to the right.
Chance to sneak into the top 5 here. That was a gallant attempt. You've finished your work on that hole. Let's take a look at the next one. Now 8 shots back after that hole. It's time to step on the tee here at the 5th. That's a tad disappointing, isn't it? And just in the first cut here. Oh, caught up in some branches. Getting ready to play their 3rd. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Oh, so close. Pretty good chance here. This one's for par. Trailing by 8 strokes now after that hole. Here we are at the 6th hole.
This is probably the hardest fairway to hit on the PGA Tour, Luke. This fairway cambers from right to left at a pretty good clip. And unless you work your tee shot from left to right, a high, soft shot you're not going to find the fairway. This is almost impossible. The second shot will be from an awkward stance where the ball is above you or below you to a green that's perched a little bit above the players. Thankfully, though, it's a very flat green.
Nicely played. Moving on up the leaderboard now after that hole. And now teeing off on this par 4 hole. Absolutely flushed. What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
This is looking around 115 yards out.
Yeah, good swing. This one's heading up onto the green for sure. Trying to get 2-3 under par with this putt. Go on, get in the hole. Oh, he's up, Tiger. Oh, nice looking putt. Unable to take advantage of the great approach there, Rich. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. And now striding onto the tee of this par 3 hole. Looks like they've got the 5-wood. This is one of those great ball striking displays. Fairways and greens. A pleasure to watch.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
This hole is a par 4. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. And he's down there.
Yeah, he's got around 125 here.
This should play. Oh, that's well played. And a chance for birdie here at the 9th.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
And that's for birdie. Well holed. And that will take him to 3 under. He's currently tied for 6th. Now on the tee, fresh off a birdie, a great opportunity to build on that momentum.
Straight down the hill these tee shots go. That bunker down the left-hand side should see a fair bit of action. If you leave it out to the right-hand side, there's some trees that are overhanging and will block out your second shot. This green tilts pretty good from back to front.
Oh, look at this. Right down the throat. Putting for birdie. Gets that one to go down, and that's back-to-back birdies. And that puts him into the top 5 for the tournament. Let's see what happens here at the 11th hole.
Good birdie on the last. What's in store now?
Oh, that's piped. That's heading down the runway. Oh, you see that one bouncing around the branches like a pinball machine? Sitting at -4. Currently tied for 5th place. And this putt to move into 4th place on the leaderboard. That's frustrating. Now 7 shots behind after that. Let's see what happens here at the 12th.
Just a long iron or a hybrid for this tee shot here, Luke. Second shot, we're coming in with some kind of short iron to a green that's protected by a deep bunker in the front.
What an amazing approach shot. I think their rival, Harold Varner III, has a worthy competitor this week.
Yeah, you like the look of that right off the blade. And that will take him to 5 under. And there's no movement on the leaderboard after that hole. We have a par 3 on this one.
Luke, this tee shot is about as hard as 8th grade algebra. It is absolutely mind-bending. It doesn't look like much, but that green absolutely, I think the green is made out of Gore-Tex. It repels golf balls.
And this putt to move into a tie for third. And with that, that's their 4th birdie. And that will take him to 6 under. The leader now has a 1-stroke advantage. Let's begin the 14th.
Only the biggest hitters in the game can reach this one in 2, so any tee shot just out to the right is ideal. That way it leaves an easier shot out to the left for your layup. The 3rd shot will be going downhill to a green that tilts from back to front, guarded by a deep bunker over on the left-hand side. If you find the fairway with your 2nd shot, you've got a really good chance to hit your 3rd in there close.
That's an awful error. And here we are with the 3rd shot. 5 shots off the pace. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 15 feet from the cup. What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Now 6 strokes back after that hole. Par 3s always offer up that hope of a hole-in-one. We drew that one up perfectly, didn't he? Oh, that one's absolutely stiff. Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
He's currently sitting in 3rd. Stepping up to the 16th tee now.
There's some trees over on the right-hand side that you want to take it just left of to find the center of the fairway. From there, you're going to go in with a mid-iron to a really small green. A high, soft shot is required to hold this green.
And what's in front of them there, Henny?
And from around 135 yards.
This looks to be hit pretty well from where I'm standing. Oh, well played. Into birdie range here at the 16th.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
Now 5 strokes behind. Let's see what happens here at the 17th.
The final challenging par 3 on this golf course. Good news is, though, is the green funnels in from both the right and left edges. Most shots are going to end up right in the center of this green.
That doesn't look good, Rich. Bit too far right for my liking. This would be a great up and down. Oh, wouldn't that have been nice? There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
This putt to try and save their par.
Good putt, that. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. Well, it's time to tee off on the 18th hole. Not quite sure about the strike on that one. This could be heading towards the rough. Henny, I'm sure you've got a better look of that lie.
Oh, this is just unfortunate. So close to the fairway, but sitting really down. What a shot from the rough. This is gorgeous. I didn't see that outcome from that lie. That was great work.
Putting for birdie here. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. And that signs off on today's round. Well, Rich, not sure about you, but I thought that day was an absolute doozy. This player seems to be in decent shape, don't they?
Yeah, still hanging around the top 10, but listen, they need to have a fairly flawless final round if they want to win this tournament.
On behalf of Rich Beam, Henny Kuyak, John McCarthy.